So to make you understand the project that I will make, I will reply to some questions. So the first question is, what has interested you most so far in history and English class this unit? So for me, the most interesting video that I saw was the Gandhi speech because I love the policy of nonviolence that Gandhi has, and he's making a speech about like his policy, and he's making it in Europe. So my actual topic is close to what Gandhi is saying in his speech, and I'm really impressed about like the person of Gandhi and his thinking because I think he understands what is the peace, and even if there is some conflicts, it is preferred to resolve problem while staying in wisdom and respect. And this is why I choose this topic that I will announce right after this, is because I think it is a good way for our world to continue to act in accordance with the policy of Gandhi, which was in non-violence. So the second question is, what social movement are you considering creating or joining? So the social movement that I will create will be about the number of homicide by firearm committed in the US because of the legalization of having or bearing an arm. I think that might be helpful, and so my topic will be formed on this question: why is the number of homicide by firemen proportionally higher in the US than in other countries? So yeah, so my project will answer this question and talk about it, and probably by making this project, it will make a solution and maybe will be resolved. So yeah, so the third question is, what possible media are you considering using for your project? Firstly, I was thinking about making a campaign on this topic previously said because I think it is a way which will affect well the mind of people who will watch it first, and if it's on the TV, like on the famous channel, it will be watched by everyone, and so everyone will know what's happening. Um, and for sure, make these people aware that what this legalization can cause, especially to the government of America who did this law. Because firstly, it may be helpful for the security of some states in the United States and especially for some lives. But if you know, I was thinking also about making an article because firstly, more information can be contained in an article of a newspaper or a magazine, but also maybe the newspaper or a famous magazine will be read by a lot of people and to be understood by them. And when it's right, it's easier to keep it, and so maybe like people will think about it more than if it was on a campaign. I don't know. So I will choose later about it, like which I, which media I will like using for my project. And so the last question is, what's your plan to gather information? So to get my information, I will use internet because on internet I can find some newspaper article or some like documentary that had passed on the TV by like replaying. And also I will watch the movie Bowling of Columbine by Michael Moore because this movie is talking exactly about my topic, about like the question is probably answer, or this is I I know that my question is the topic of the movie. So the question was, why is the number of homicide by firemen proportionally higher in the US than in other countries?